Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're yapping about the craziest storylines in the NFL. We're starting out with the Colts, aka the Barn. Man, if I'm telling you, who expected the Colts to start the season 8-2? Not me. I could have seen them starting 5-5, having a good start, but wow. They are the clear favorites in the AFC North at this moment. Probably the top favorite for the first round bye with the Patriots. Let's be honest. Their schedule's been a little cake. They have only 2 wins over teams that are 500 or better, being the Broncos and the Chargers. And we know they have issues. They lost to the Rams. Adonai Mitchell may have lost in that game, but I say they've faced a cupcake schedule still. We have to see if this team continues to improve or if they continue to rely on one man, aka the MVP so far this year, Jonathan Dang Taylor. Oh my God. Have you guys ever seen a season like this? I thought last year was crazy with Saquon. JT's blowing it out of the water. Out of the water. He is at a total of 1,400 yards on 219 touches. That is 6.4 yards per touch. Do you know how insane that is? Do you know how crazy that is? Every time he touches the ball, twice, he gets a first down. I've never seen that before. 16 touchdowns. I thought Saquon's season last year was going to be one of the greatest ones we've ever seen. And dude, JT has grabbed it by the throat. Get out of here. Get that out of here, bro. I'm the man. That's JT. We got to talk to the part of the offense that is flawed. Their quarterback. Daniel Jones. Danny Dimes. He is a guy who sometimes you love him, and the next day you're going to despise him because he looks that bad. He looks better. It's the highest scoring offense in the league, but is it a benefit of him or is it Steichen and Jonathan Taylor? I'm on the side of Steichen and Jonathan Taylor. He's built this offense super well around Danny Dimes to give him time, give him easy checkdowns, easy reads. They're making the game easy on Daniel Jones, which I love. He needs to be protected. When he is under pressure, he is a terrible quarterback. Terrible quarterback. He's a turnover machine, and we've seen that in the past, 2 out of the 3 games against the Falcons and the Steelers. He almost lost them the game against the Falcons, and he did lose them the game against the Steelers. So, that is my biggest issue with this team is Daniel Jones. Tyler Warren, probably going to break Brock Bowers' record from last year. He's not been as extremely because he had an insane catch to win him the game last week, but he hasn't been this tackle-breaking beast that we all saw in Penn State. That's what we're still waiting on from Tyler Warren. He's been getting schemed up extremely well. After the catch, he's a beast. But I want to see more from him. I think Warren's capable of being a Brock Bowers. I just want to see more. Michael Pittman, finally back. One of the most disrespected, underrated receivers in the world. Last year, his back was literally broken and he was playing through it. And his quarterback, Anthony Richardson. Now he's playing a lot better. Josh Downs, he's been in and out of the lineup. Concussions. I like to see him get more involved. He's a really good player. Almost forgot the most improved player on this team in offense. Alec Pierce. My God. I literally had this dude. I can't believe I forgot about him. Holy moly. He is the best contested catcher in the league. By far. I have not seen a player so consistently good at catching deep balls. When I saw him last year, I was like, okay, this may not be sustainable. He is catching every ball that's thrown to him. Can he go to a team with Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes? Dude, I think this dude would average 1,200 yards and like 10 touchdowns, dude. He's going to do it this year. Imagine if he had... Dude, imagine he played with Drake May. Oh my God, the sky's the limit for a guy like Alec Pierce who just keeps getting better every single year. What is he up to this year so far? He is up to 28 catches, 600 yards, and a touchdown. It literally looks like how it did last year. Just averaging 25 yards a catch. He's a beast. And I hope this offense keeps getting better. Colts are a really fun team to watch. We can't just talk about one side of the football. We got to talk both sides. The Colts defense so far this year has been, I'd say, a middle of the pack, a little bit above average. They are a great pass rushing team, and they force a lot of turnovers. That's a great recipe for success on the defensive side of the ball. They just added Sauce Gardner, which was, I don't know if I'm too happy with that trade. I think 2 first-rounders for a corner is a little insane, but we got to look at the vision. They want to compete. They want to win now, and that's what you do. When you want to win, you add the pieces to win, and I love it. Good move. To the chick who is running the Colts now. She's a dog. I forgot her name. She's a dog. Zaire Franklin. Dude, this guy's a beast. He literally just reminds me of Darius Leonard reincarnated. Playmaker, forces turnovers, has at least 10 tackles a game. Last game, he had 2 TFLs and a sack to go along with 10 tackles. What a dog. That's why everyone describes him. Just a dog. What a beast. He just loves to hit. Loves to hit full, man. He's fearless. He's fearless. A big issue for this team is DeForest Buckner's injury. They just put him on the IR. And man, this is when it could get tough. He's leading the team with pressures, I'm pretty sure, at least from DT. And man, right before the hardest part of the season, they are going to go through the gauntlet these last 6 or 7 weeks. It is a gauntlet. They face the Jaguars and Texans twice. You know, division games, they are tough. I can see them going 1-3 in those just because they're divisional games and 2 of them are on the road. They played the Niners and the Seahawks. 2 going to be tough games. The Niners should be more healthy. The Seahawks look world-class, really good, really good. They play the Chiefs next week. We're going to see if this team's for real. They could, if they win a lot, they could be the favorite going in to the playoffs. They really could. They're that good. It just depends on Daniel Jones, dude. Daniel Jones turnovers will guide this team to the promised land or to death. Da barn. Now we move on to the NFC's most surprising team, you could say. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But the Seattle Seahawks are in contention for the first round bye with the Rams. The Seahawks. They're 7-2 right now. They've hit their max upside for this year. After going 10-6 and missing the playoffs last year, they're 7-2 now with a new quarterback. Man, just like the Colts, they faced a cake schedule. Only beating 2 teams with a 500 record or better, being the Steelers and Jags. So we got to see what's in hold for the rest of the season. They have some tough comp coming up. They will get tested. And this is where playoff teams are made. November, December. We know this. This is the team that's coaching impeccable. McDonald, I think his name is McDonald. When's the last time he's lost on the road? He seems like every player wants to play for him. Well-mannered on his interviews. Just a dog. Hit on his signing at offensive coordinator. Absolutely bang. Clint Kubiak. Beast. A former Niners OC. He will be a head coach in the next 2 years. 100%. I don't know where, but he's making Sam Darnold not forget Minnesota or Mr. O'Connell at all. He looks like the same guy. Beast. He has some interesting decisions sometimes. It seems like every game he always has one. It's Sam Darnold. It seems like it's the DNA of him. He likes to send it. He's sending. JSN. Jackson Smith and Jigba. OSU legend. Is having a season, probably the best receiver season of the year. He will keep this going throughout the year. I cannot believe I missed JSN this year. Clint Kubiak's offense was so pass-heavy down the field, play-action base, and it was JSN who getting all the targets. How dumb are they? Signed Cooper Kupp. Obviously, it's going to be JSN getting all these targets. God, I'm so mad at myself for missing that. He's a beast, dude. He makes every cornerback that's on him just look like they forget how to play football. The way he uses his body, his leverage just to get open, like he's so good, such a beast. It's week 10. He's already up to 63 catches, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns, hitting that goalpost slam, Jimmy Graham style. He's a baller. Never forget that performance in the Rose Bowl for Ohio State. GOAT. We got to talk about the most frustrating part of this team too, for fantasy football parts. This is a good decision for the running backs. Kenneth Walker, free my boy. He's in a contract year. This is not how you should be dealt with in your contract year. I'd be really mad. He's losing out on money. It sucks. But at the end of the day, Kenneth Walker is not a healthy player. He's decently healthy. He's gotten through 13 games most of his years. But it's always been, nagging injuries here, nagging injuries there. He's fully healthy this year, which is insane. We have not seen him be fully healthy. He's been healthy, but not clean. And that's what they're doing with this running back split. Yes, it sucks for fantasy. Kenneth Walker's the GOAT. He'd be top 5 RB right now in fantasy if he wasn't getting treated like this. But this is 2025 and running backs share loads. Look at the Falcons with Algier and Bichon. So, the offense is awesome. Barner, Arroyo, 2 tight ends are studs. Torrey Horton has made some plays this year. He's young. He's hurt. They also traded for Clint Kubiak's guy, Rashid Shaheed. Does anybody else remember what he did at the beginning of last year with Kubiak and Derek Carr? It was fireworks. Fireworks. And I'm scared, dude. The Seahawks team has a lot of upside, a lot of potential. And that's the thing. The run game hasn't even hit the potential. The run game is still average. Besides last game, they have not been a well-running unit at running the ball. Which, just imagine, if they can run the ball well off of this play action, dude, the Seahawks are a competitor. They're right behind the Packers and Eagles, I believe, for this year's championship. Them, the Rams. They did lose their starting center today, I'm pretty sure. He got placed on IR, which is horrible because their interior line already sucks. Their tackles and Charles Cross and I think it's Grant. No. Their tackles are their key strong points. So losing their center is horrible for the way they were already struggling running the ball. Now it's just going to get even worse. We got to talk about the defense. This defense they swarm. They haven't even been healthy. Devon Witherspoon's been in and out of the lineup. He's top 5 corner of the league. Baller. The old heads are here. DeMarcus Lawrence is back. He is playing the best football he's played in years. I thought that signing was going to be atrocious. Seahawks, no ball. Seahawks, no ball. Leonard Williams, we know who he is. When he's healthy, he's a game wrecker. Absolute, just wrecks games. He's so fun to watch. I got to talk about the play he made last week. My guy, Ty Okadada. I don't know how to say it. Ty. Beast. He's just a gamer. He's from Montana State, I believe. And that play he made last week was one of the best defensive plays I've seen in a long time. To drag 2 toes like that, like he's a receiver, you don't see that from DBs. You just don't. Had to shout that out. He's going to keep getting better. He's going to keep playing more. Ty Okadad, baller. We got to talk about the best player on this defense, though. The most improved. A guy who has not played at all. Nwosu. Uchenna Nwosu. From USC. This guy is a beast, dude. He has been dealing with horrible injuries his whole career. Dude, he almost got cut last offseason. He couldn't hit the field because he was always hurt. And now he is their best pass rusher, completely changed this defense. He's at 34 pressures so far this year, which is around middle of the pack, top 20 in the league. Him and Dearness Jones, linebacking core. Obviously, Nwosu's more of an edge rusher. Jones, more of a pass coverage behind the sticks linebacker. They're playing awesome. 2 guys that got a new contract this year. Dearness Jones gets a new contract. He's balling. He's balling this year. He should be back. He's dealing with an injury. Should be back against the Rams. This Seahawks team is scary. They are scary because when I say they are yet to play a complete football game, they have not had a turnoverless football game and they're still winning every game by 20 plus points. Sam Darnold has a turnover in the past 4 games. That is going to be the dictator of this team. It feels just like the Colts. They have everything. The quarterback has to just help them survive in these big games coming up. They can't lose them these games. And what I mean by lose is instead of punting the ball, throwing it away on 3rd down and punting the ball, you throw a pick to alter the game script, the position on the field. Those are what is going to be able to kill the Seahawks. Nothing else. They're so good at everything else. It's going to be on the brains of Sam Darnold. They don't have a tough schedule coming up. They got the Rams twice, which those are huge games. They still got to play the Niners. They got to play the Colts. They play the Falcons. Those are not easy games. Man, the NFC and the AFC really do have 2 teams that I would not want to face that first week of the playoffs. I'd hope they get the buys. These 2 teams are horrible to face and match up against. I'll catch y'all boys tomorrow.